Now everybody wants some best of magic, 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 magic. I got the magic in me.
Welcome back to Bob's Magic Emporium. Time for the next all-new Magician 101, the show for all magicians. We have a lot of really great questions this week, so let's jump right into it. Remember to post your questions down below for next week, and I'll give them an answer. I'm going to start this week with Wayne Carter. First of all, I want to say I read your comment, Wayne, on last week's trick questions. Sorry I didn't read your question for the 4D trunk. I didn't see it. Google as I call it, YouTube, didn't, it only showed there was 2 comments when I filmed the video, and I didn't see yours. And then when I went back and looked, I'm like, wait, Wayne's is there now. So I'm sorry about that, but his question, which I'm going to answer from last week's trick question, was, can you use the golf ball that comes with the trick? Yes, you can use the one that comes with the trick. It's not as a good quality golf ball as a regular one, but you can certainly use the one that comes with the trick. Definitely you can do that. Alright, now his question for this week's Magician 101 says, what is the greatest reaction you've gotten from doing a trick, from an adult and from a kid? Good question. My favorite kid reaction. I don't even know if this is really a reaction from the kid, but I was doing the farmer's market, not this previous year, the year before, and the kid, I was getting ready to pack up, and he's, and the mom was like, "Oh, he's getting ready to go. You know, you could see him another time." And I was like, "No, let me do something for you." So I did a couple tricks for him. I think one of the ones I did was the sponge rabbits. And at the end of the show, the kid and his mom start to walk away, and the kid's like, "See, Mom, I told you magicians were real." Best one ever. I mean, I was just like, oh! I was so happy. That was so much fun. The greatest adult reaction, I was doing the dirty pool trick, which is the one where the pool ball appears out of the card box. I was doing it actually at my job. We have, I've talked about this before, ornament events where we all get dressed up, but they let me do my magic. And this one customer walked into the store, and he's like, "Oh, you're a magician. Oh, you gotta show me something. I love magic tricks." He loved watching them. So I did the dirty pool trick. This guy was like, "All right, I'm done. Goodbye." And he left the store because he's like, that blew my mind. Goodbye. And it was so hilarious. He left the store, and I was like, yes, I blew his mind. And he left it in a good way because he'd already bought his purchases, so he spent money at the store. But he left after that. He was like, "I'm done. Goodbye." I was already leaving, but I'm officially done now. So that was great. I love that. 2 best reactions ever. Alright, Taylor Lunsford Magic. I don't like your question this week because it says, "Thank you so much for the kind words. What's your favorite trick by me?" I have no idea. A lot of your tricks are really good. So it's hard for me to choose just one, but I love the Pretty Clip 2.0. I think that's probably my favorite one. That one is really cool, where you have the card in the card box. Actually, another good one is the oh god, I am so sorry. Absolute Time, possibly. I think that's the one, that's it. The cell phone one, where you take a picture of the deck of cards and the picture matches. That's a really cool one too. But I think Pretty Clip's my favorite. Pretty Clip 2.0. Alright, Brendan, and that's why I didn't like your question, because you have so many good tricks, it's hard for me to choose just one. Alright, next question is from Philip E. He says, what is your favorite non-bicycle deck? Also, what is your favorite Penn and Teller effect? Thank you, keep up the good work. My favorite Penn and Teller effect, that's a tough one. I'm not really sure. I really like the Penn and Teller effect with the, it's the Russian roulette trick when Penn goes and talks about remembering sequences, and he forgets where the blank nails are throughout the trick, and he goes through and does I can't do it, I can't talk about it because it's such a great trick. Go watch it. I think you can punch in Penn and Teller nail gun and see it. It's really cool. And he did it on the Dr. Oz show. I think he did it once on Fool Us too. Really cool. Go check that out. My favorite non-bicycle deck has to be, I have it right down here. Let me get it out here. It's this one, the Vaudeville deck. This is a really cool one because it has one of the cards. It's the King of Hearts is Harry Houdini. So, very cool. That's my favorite. Richie Peters says, great that you feel better. What is your favorite cabaret effect? Tough one. Because I don't do too much cabaret magic too often. But I think I really like the Clarity Box by David Regal. That's a great one because you can have the box sitting the whole time and it can be in full view. And then you do it whenever you're ready to do it and you dump out the card and it's their signed card in the thing. That just floors people. Alright, and Brendan Shepard has the final question. I would love to do some kind of I'm assuming that's mentalism trick for my talent show. What are some good ones that would work in a stage setting? Okay. I gotta tell you, I do more. We actually had a really cool discussion about this. You can go to meetup.com. There is a page, and basically meetup.com, if you've never heard of it, is you can make your own social groups. And I started one called the DMV Magicians, and we meet, well, we've only met one time, but we're going to try to meet like once or twice a month. And we just met 2 weeks ago, and we had a really great discussion about mentalism and mental magic. Me and the other guy that was there, we do mental magic. The other guy does mentalism. Mental magic is sort of like, I don't really know how to put it, but basically it's like a trick where you have like a prediction and you set it off to the side. And it's not really playing up to the audience as the mentalist. You do more of the mental kind of magic. But we had a really great discussion about mentalism, so this is actually a really cool question. I'm glad this was brought up. We're actually meeting again. Me and the group of magicians are going to meet up on Friday, so I'm very excited. Unlucky day of the year, Friday 13th. No, but one of the great mentalism tricks that when I read your question, I have it right here actually. This would do really well on stage. Chris Philpott's The 100th Monkey. This is a great effect where you have somebody forget how to read. It's great because you show the audience the word, a real word. So like you'll show maintenance. And then you have whoever's on stage read the word, and they'll go maintenance, and they can't read it. And then you do a couple words, then you snap and give them the ability back to read, and the cards are all they can read them again. So this I definitely recommend if you're looking for a great one. It's expensive though, but the secret is really cool. So that's definitely a really good one if you're looking for a great mentalism one. Like I said, I don't do very much mentalism, so I can't really give you any mentalism. You know, a really good one would be to do something like that uses the ESP symbols, the circle, the star, the wavy lines, the plus sign. That would definitely be some good ones. I'm trying to think of some other good mentalism ones. A Russian roulette trick. That actually is really good. I actually am going to show you how to make your own. Give me one moment. I have all the necessary items in my cabinet here. Alright. So I would recommend doing a Russian roulette style trick, and I actually have the necessary items right here. You can make your own with your own safety devices built into it. Now I'm not going to teach you how to do the safety part of it, because that would give away the secret. But each Russian roulette trick has its own safety mechanism built into it. I need my name. So you take, now these are actually furniture movers, so like the feet of furniture go here and it slides around the floor easier. What I did was I just kind of poked a little hole right in there so that the nail will kind of sit down in the furniture pad so it sticks up like that. And so that's a cheap way to do it. You get some styrofoam cups. These are a little too small. They don't go over the, what you want them to do is be able to go around the sides of the pad here, so they should be able to sit in there. I need to get some bigger cups, but they should sit in there, because if you have them like this, they can fly off like that. Alright, so you have all these, and I'm not going to do it with all of them, because that would just be, I don't want to waste all my cups. But you mix up the cups, you mix up the little furniture pads, have somebody mix them up on stage, and then you know where the nail is at all times. I know it's in the, I know it's in the center. Right there, boom. And then it's great because what you can do with it is slam your hand down like that. And it adds a real element of danger to the effect. So that's a really good one. And furniture pads, these cost like, I think it was $8 when I went to Home Depot and got them. And then I had a nail already lying around. What I will say though is don't use this nail. The bigger the nail, the better it looks. So if you use a really thick nail and a really long one, make sure the cup can actually go over the nail. But if you use a really thick one, it adds more element of danger. So Russian roulette is a great one. And this has a safety mechanism built into it, where I know where the nail is at all times when the cup is covering it. Let me think of another good mentalism routine. There's a really great mentalism routine out there. I'm not sure who puts it out, or I'm not sure where to find it. I'm sure maybe other magicians down there. I saw a local magician at a magic show one time do it, and actually I was part of the trick, where he took a deck of cards, had the deck of cards shuffled by the audience, and then he was able to correctly say, you have the 2 of hearts. And there was 2 people up on stage. It was me on his left and another guy on his right, and he was able to say, you have the ace of diamonds, you have the three of hearts, you have the nine of clubs, you have the king of hearts, you have the queen of diamonds. He was able to correctly say which one was in each person's pile. So that's really cool too. So I like that one as well. But basically what you can do is go to Penguin Magic, or you can go to any Magic website, and they have sections built in on their website. Look for the mentalism section and just see what appeals to you. So I would say do a Russian roulette trick. I would love, because I know Brendan, you usually do a lot of, you do filming of all your talent shows. I would love to see you do a Russian roulette style trick with a nail, some cups, mixing them up so there's a real element of danger. I think that would be fun. Alright, that's going to do it for this week's Magician 101. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I make sure to leave your questions down below for next week, and I'll give them an answer. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's show, and I will see you next Wednesday for another all-new Magician 101. If you'd like to see more awesome content, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. New videos are posted every day of the week. Also, check out my website and register so you can post in the forums. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, like me on Facebook, add me to your Google Plus circles, and check out my merchandise store to pick up some awesome swag. 444RR, game shows, magic, and more.